Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and it is Thursday, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the off day. Like I promised, we were going to go over the Speed Duel Battle City Finals spoiler list today. We're still going to do a video when we do get our hands on the product, but for today at least, let's take a look at most of the set, right? So my source is the database Yu-Gi-Oh!-card.com. So this is like official Konami stuff, right? We know that the three gods were going to be in here. We knew that. We know they're going to be prismatics. We know that's going to be awesome. So cool. I'm happy to see Slifer. Next up, Kings, Queens, and Joker or Jack's Knights. Again, this makes sense. This is kind of what Yugi would have been playing right there towards the end. We're also going to get the Joker's Knight. So you can send a King, Queen, and Jack Knight from deck to grave. Special summon. This from hand. If you do, this card's name becomes the sent monster's name until the end phase. So I guess it's all three names. No, you send one. Okay, my bad. You don't send all three. You send one of them and it just copies the name. You can target one of the light warrior that you have in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck if you do, and this card to your hand if this was in the graveyard. So again, Joker's Knight's going to lead us to some really cool plays. I'm excited to not only play whatever build that they're going to give us here, but I am super excited to actually get my hands on that and just mess around for a little while. We get the Imperial Bower. If you control no other monsters, you contribute this card, take two different monsters from your deck among the King, Queen, and or Jack, and either add or special summon them. So that's not bad. Arcana Triumph Joker, this is good. Big Shield Gardna is going to be a nice blast from the past. I think that also raises our defensive ceiling for level 4s. Because I don't think the Destiny Hero Defender got added. So I don't think 2700 was our ceiling for 4-star or lower defenses. So Big Shield Gardna, really cool. And anybody who's looking for like old school reprints, like that's pretty classic. The Obnoxious Celtic Guard. Don't know why they're not calling him Guardian, but maybe that's part of why he's obnoxious. Good warrior. I remember playing that tech. Breaker, not bad. Magi Karibo will be in here, which is cool. Dark Magician. Not sure if they're actually meaning to give us this art, and I think that brings us up to 4 Dark Magician arts. Same thing with the Dark Magician girl. I'm not sure if that is going to be the D-Mage girl that we're going to be getting. If it is, that's great. I'm always a sucker for alternate arts. Swords, good. Monster Reborn in Speed Duel. Oh, I'm sorry. That is going to the 1-ups immediately. Anybody who does not believe that is immediately going to 1-ups, and like swords is fine. There's enough stuff to deal with swords. I'm not worried about the swords revealing light. Maybe it'll go to 2. Maybe it'll be part of the 3s. Monster Reborn's a big one, especially in a closed format. Now I could see now why they're saying like we're gonna take a hiatus after this. There's gonna be some balancing issues because they got to bring in like the 5D stuff and or future sets on top of having MST Monster Reborn Swords of Revealing Light, and we're only like a dozen cards in, guys. So like this could get silly. Thunder Speed Summon, great card, especially if you guys missed the King's Court or whatever the set was. I did, so these are going to be good reprints for me, and I'll probably buy common ones afterward. Spell Shattering, not bad. Joker's Wild, very cool, very on theme. So I feel like at least the Yugi portion is going to be like a very good starter deck for people who are just starting. Court of Cards, Quaking Mirror Force. I don't think we got a regular Mirror Force, but we're going to get the Quaking one. The Quaking one puts everybody in face down defense. Tons of stuff we're going to be able to do with this. We're going to take this into Dino control with Black Tyranno. And so as long as we can get rid of the back row, the Quaking Mirror Force means that the opponent's monsters are all going to be in defense. Since all their cards are in defense, we're going to go ahead and attack directly. It's going to be great. Dust Tornado, good quality reprint for this set. Obelisk, of course, will be this is probably the start of the Kaiba portion. So Blue Eyes, it's good to see another art. The King of D, the King of Dragons. Very cool. This name becomes Lord of Dragons while on the field. While this is normal summon, you can discard 1 spell trap, add 1 Flute of Summoning, or the Melody of Awakening Dragon, or Dragon Revival Rhapsody from the deck to the hand. So obviously, this guy is going to be doing some cool stuff. I like the discard effect. Like, if we go forward with Lost Winds, we can go ahead, we can discard a Lost Wind here. Something like that will allow us to then get it back when our opponent does their thing. And it just kind of means that, like, we didn't really have to discard. We were just setting up for the future play. Day Flare Limp, very cool. And I'm always going to call it Day, okay? So, like, let's just get this out of the way for now. When I learned foreign languages, I did not pronounce this Des, because I had seen this in other languages pronounced Day. I know that they say it in the show, Des Fair Limp. I'm just not going to say that, okay? Sorry. I don't know. Give us a thumbs down if you don't agree, I guess. Law Jin, finally kicking in the cool art. X, Y, and Z will be in here, which is, again, cool stuff. Enemy Controller, probably an out of control. Again, this is like a good modular quick play. I'll probably stop playing Shrink because of this. The ability to either change battle position of a monster or offer one of my monsters to take your monster. Again, this can be done during the battle phase. I could do this with this card in my hand. It does not need to be on the field first during my own turn. It's a quick play spell card. There's a lot that you can do with this. Shrink is good. Union Hanger's fine. Flute of Summoning, fine. Revival Rhapsody, fine. Did we get it all? Trade in? No, because it goes straight to this. So we're not going to get, what was the last one? The last one was the Melody. Melody probably would have been a little busted, to be honest with you guys, because there's a lot of stuff I could do with that. Shadow Spell's cool. I don't know why we didn't have that before. Loop of Destruction. This card's name becomes Ring of Destruction while on the field once per turn. If a monster on the field is destroyed by a card effect except during damage, you can target a monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, both players take 500. Very nice. And it's continuous, which is why it's the Loop of Destruction, not just the ring. Vigilance, good reprint. XYZ, XY, YXZ. But no YZ. Curious. Joey's deck, obviously, Guilford the Lightning. It's going to give him a pseudo-god in the fact that you contribute 3 monsters to tribute this. And if you do, Geki, which is good. Total Defense Shogun, probably one of my favorite tin promos from my childhood. This dude attacks from defense mode while applying the attack position. So not quite a super heavy samurai, but definitely what they were probably based off of. Jinzo, absolute units. Absolute Crusader, not bad. Blue Flame Swordsman is really giving us Flame Swordsman vibes. So we'll probably be able to do that. I already know, I think it was Garrett. Garrett's out there. You're probably getting pumped about that. The Valkyria Knight, good. Jojo, the Penguin Soldier. Guys, if you don't know the legend of Jojo, then you were not part of my play group. I have a hand-painted card where he's got like green lightning coming off him. It was our favorite card growing up. We used it through so many time periods, including when we were playing for Absolute Zero, because we would just go ahead. If our opponent didn't attack and it was our Penguin Soldier, we'd flip it. We'd return our Penguin Soldier and our opponent's monster, set the Penguin Soldier again, like whatever. It's going to happen. DD Warrior, not bad. Invader of the Throne, kind of a different card. Command Knight, Gearfried, Sol and Luna, this is going to be good. Fisher, about time, I think. No, I think we had Fisher, so never mind. Rhoda, that's fair. United We Stand, fair. Mursame Blade, fair. Trap Hole of Spikes. Now, I just might be the Yugi boomer because I don't remember this card getting anywhere. When an opponent's monster that was normal or special summon this turn attacks, declare that attacking monster. You mean destroy? Sorry, not declare. I'm getting dyslexic. It's my bad. Destroy the attacking monster, and if you do, inflict damage to the opponent equal to half the original attack of that card. This is not terrible, but I was really expecting like OG Trap Hole. So this is still not bad. Fairy Box isn't bad. Floodgate Trap Hole, good reprints. Kunai with Chain, meh. Blast with Chain, better. Looks like we're off to Marik's deck. Ring Dragon of Raw, good. We get the Phoenix form, what? And the Sphere mode, what? Speed Duel. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? Now, what this probably means is only the 3 god cards were supposed to be prismatics, right? That means we got Sphere mode and Immortal Phoenix for common charity. Now, if they would finally give us common Egyptian god cards, those guys would be allowed in the format. But Sphere mode is going to be a ridiculous pull for Common Charity. So that, I'm in. Holding Arms, great. Machiora, great. Lord Poison. I was always a little weird about this card growing up. If destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, target a plane to the graveyard with a different name and summon it. This would be better, way closer to like Edison formats. But by then we weren't using effects like this because this was kind of slow. We were using things like Lone Fire Blossom and like Lone Fire Blossom and Gigaplant and stuff. So like, yeah, Lord Poison just kind of fell by the wayside. Lekunga, another little weird one. You can banish 2 waters in the graveyard. You can special summon plant tokens, but this is good because it gives you tributes. Granadora, Lava Golem's a nice reprint. Revival Gem, Reactor Slime, Dark Geroid, Dodoria. These are all good. Millennium Revelation, not bad. That is a crazy pull to be in here. Owner's Seal, Remove Trap, Malevolent Catastrophe, Hidden Soldiers, Sakuretsu, Metal Reflect, Nightmare Wheel, and that's the end of his deck. Now let's read this real quick, okay? So I think we can infer by the fact that Millennium Revelation is going to be in here, I think we can infer that Monster Reborn is also going to be printed in his deck as well. You can send 1 Divine Beast from the hand to the graveyard, add 1 Monster Reborn from your deck or graveyard to your hand. It doesn't say from grave and deck, it says yours. So, like, obviously, in order for this card to activate and resolve, we're going to need a Monster Reborn in our own deck. So, prepare to see at least 2 copies of Monster Reborn in this deck, in this box. Necrofear, Dark Ruler Hade, Invader of Darkness. Invader of Darkness is so cool. This is like one of those guys I always wanted to have as a deck master because quick play spells were always a big deal. And just having this guy sitting out there would be great. Doom Caliber Knight, are you kidding me? Snipe Hunter, not bad. Sangan is a great pull. Fiendish Rhino, not bad. Winged Minion, kind of weird. Gels of Demise, I dig it. Doomdog Octhros, not terrible. Fusion Devourer. Can we zoom, please? Can we zoom? Can we take a look at that thing? Looking like a monster out of Bleach. Look at that thing like a false Hydra out of D&D. Okay. And that's not bad. When it battles a fusion monster, the attack of the fusion monster becomes 0 during the damage step only. So not only are we looking at going into a time period where, like, if we do get the 5Ds, like, Waking the Dragon basically has to go away. Fusion Devourer is a nice tech fiend thing that I will be placing into my side decks as an option if I survive hitting Awakening the Dragon. It's a great way to go in and say, like, look, I'm going to take out whatever the card is and bop you for 14. So, like, just keep that in mind, guys. Night Assailant's a good pull. I don't know how you're supposed to resolve Destiny board here, because we've only got 3 cards in the back row. What are they trying to do with this? There must be something to do with the skill card that'll allow us to play extra spell traps. And if we're allowed to have this, I just got to ask you, Konami, where's my Exodia? Okay, I'm not the only one upset on that. Like, come on. You're going to give us Destiny board, literally the weakest of all your instant wins. And you won't give us Exodia. That's crazy. Dark Spirit Mastery. I think this is the one that lets you play them in the monster zones. Spiritualism, not bad, actually. Premature Burial, this is going to be cool. Right now, this is showing like the actual current TCG ban lists. Like, yeah, we know Premature Burial's banned, but like, not in Speed Duel, not yet. Foolish Burial Offerings, Sentence of Doom, again, Zoma. Zoma's a good one. And then with Medora, it looks like we've gone over to Ishizu, so we can guarantee Ishizu's playing. Medora, the Sword Oracle, Cataclysmic Crustified Calcifida. This is actually not bad. If a face-up Earth monster you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, special summon this from the hand. Then you can send 1 monster from the deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. But if you're playing like real big Earth things, you could go from this to like, I think Gigantus was in the game right now. If he wasn't, we had some other Banish Earth to special summon monster cards. So again, we could do a lot with this. Agito, Kelbeck, Medora, Keldo, Zolga, Parshath, I don't know. We shouldn't be done yet, but like Commandant, Spy, Disciple, Recruiter, Oracle, Valley. Oh, we finally got Necro Valley, guys. We had this as a skill card for the longest time. This officially makes Gravekeepers like tier 1, tier 2. Like, I'm not going to lie. I love me some Gravekeeper plays, and this is just icing on my cake. I love that we're getting a reprint for the Bashing. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me put that back down there. I love that we're getting a reprint of the Bashing Shield because this was originally a super rare out of one of the booster packs for the Speed Duel sets. And rather than having people get price locked out of being able to play the card, this is a nice way to bring it back. Same thing with like Oracle, because I think he was in the first starter deck with Ishizu back in the day. Let's get it. Exchange of the Spirit is one of those cool cards that was originally a jump promo, and a bunch of us played this. This allows you to swap your deck with your discard pile and do the same with the opponent. This is goofy. They did rat it. It does say now if both players have 15 or more cards in their graveyards, because there were ways of just turboing your own deck out with things like Needlebug, and like you would just do stuff like that, and then you'd mill yourself, and then you'd hit exchange, and then like your opponent would have like 5 cards in their discard to like most of your deck and yours. Is crazy. Gravekeeper's Trap, this is good. Love seeing this as a reprint in general. Wall of Disruption's good for people playing multiple decks. Rite of Spirit's okay. Blast Hellbite Tribute, it's fine. Looks like we can move on to Odion. Mystical Beast of Circuit. Mystical Beast Circuit means we are getting Temple of the Kings, people, because you cannot play this boy without Temple of the Kings. So if you do not have Temple of the Kings, destroy this. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this card. If this card destroys a monster by battle, gain 500. This card is literally like the Hungry Hippo. If the Hungry Hippo was a definite menace to society as a scorpion. We're also going to get cards like Guardian Sphinx, which is great. This End of Anubis. Actually, one of my favorite cards that I used to pair with Gravekeepers back in the day. Because what Valley would not prevent, Anubis would, and likewise both other ways. This stops cards activating in the graveyard or cards targeting cards in the graveyard. And then the Valley will actually stop like banishing in the graveyard. So like with the both of them out, like you can't Monster Reborn, you couldn't banish for Chaos back then. There was a lot you couldn't do. And then he's going to get the Gravekeeper's Guard. So it looks like we're going to be able to take apart all of their decks and be able to finish up like a good build of Gravekeepers. Swarm of Centipedes. This is new to me. Whoa. All the whoa. Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that. And just spazzed out. I clicked too far over to the side. Swarm of Centipedes is new to me. I remember Swarm of Scarabs and Swarm of Locusts. This is flipped up. Target another monster on the field. Change it to face attack position or face down defense position. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn during the main phase, you can change back down. So it is a flip-flopper. And it flip-flops a different way. Swarm of Scarabs does this thing. Locust does this thing. Deslacuta does its thing for drawing. Mirage of Nightmare is a good old card. Double Snare's awesome. MST, Book of Moon, Apophis. Tiki Soul and Tiki Curse are really going to help us when it comes to doing everything with the trap monsters, which is cool. Ordeal of a Traveler is a great reprint. This is very weird. One of my best friends, AJ, used to play this all the time. Good card. Wobbs, Judgment of Anubis, Curse of Anubis. And then it looks like we also have, what's her name? Give me a second. All right, My Valentine. Sorry, I had to cough. And I know that I just don't want to keep doing that in your ear. So Fearsome Fire Blast is a name change. It is the upgrade of the Harpy's Pet Dragon. So again, anybody who's playing Harpies normally is going to like this. Dancer, Queen, Channeler, 1, 2, not 3, but instead using the Cyber Lady is the third, as well as the sisters. We're going to get some more Amazonas with the Princess. Chainmaster, I believe, was already in. Swordswoman was already in. I believe Queen was already in. Not too sure about the Hysteric Sign. I didn't play a lot of Harpies, but I'm going to. Elegant Egotist, Hunting Ground, Amazoness Call, good. Fighting Spirit, Hysteric Party, Onslaught, Mirror Wall, Itaqua. This is good. Oh, and they're going to give us a handful of Noah Kaiba's cards. So there's Shinato, King of the Higher Plane, plus Shinato's Arc. And he played a lot of the spirits as well. So Hinakagasuchi, Otohime, Asura Priest is going to go hard in the paint for so many people. This is one of those amazing cards from the format back in the day where we would just play this and just be in love. It was great. The Sword of Kusanagi isn't terrible. Valkyria is going to be good. Witch, good to see Witch, even though she didn't make it into one of the main decks. Sangan did. She's here. That's good. Fire Sorcerer, Shining Angel. This is going to make some other decks pop. Angel 01. This is going to help us going into bigger monsters. Guiding Light. Cool card. Nightmare Penguin. Again, this is like Crunk. This is going to allow us to play a little bit of the big five. Injection Fairy Lily was played by a couple of... No, it was just played by Lecter. So maybe the big five are just in this box, and maybe they're like bonus skills for us. Mystic Tomato, very good. Spirit Reaper, great card. We got Thunderball according to this list. So maybe we've got some more of the dice cards from Duke Devlin. There's Orgoth. I never got my copies of that. Flying Kamakiri #1. Celestial's going to go nuts when she sees this. Because this just means she's got Harpy strategies on lock. Prime Material Dragon, good card. Mobius, great card. Tribe Infecting Virus, great card. King of the Swamp. Guys, this is the ultimate... We did get the melody. Not bad. Back to the King. This is the ultimate in fusion substitution. Not only is he a fusion substitute, but you could pitch him to just grab the polymerization. So it limits what all you've got to play. Like you don't have to play Fusion Sage at all now, unless you're playing some strategy that also requires you to build up spell counters, like in a Dark Paladin build. So it's fine. Melody's good. Breakthrough Skill is a crazy pull. This is nuts. Hopefully we get another cool Red Eyes. I love seeing a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. It's going to be a great reprint for everybody. So every time I show you guys an ultra rare Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, no longer be discouraged. You too may also play with the top tier fusion monster that has the highest attack in the format, as well as Max C. Max C is going to be going good, and that is the set, my friends. So there is a lot to love here. There's a lot of banned cards. You can bet your bippy that we are absolutely going to have a ban list within the first month or so of this being out. Things that you can look forward to besides me opening the box and forgetting that I did this video altogether and getting all crazy about it, is that I will, well, not just me. We'll see about getting... Bandit back on. We'll see about grabbing Celestial Duelist, and we'll see if Phil maybe wants to take part this time in our 8-way Battle City tournament. We will obviously be playing this as single decks. Then we'll build our 3x builds. We'll present you the 3x builds, and then we'll go back and we'll play the 3x builds in a tournament before we start taking all of the requests for which decks you guys want to see in which order. Okay? So... I know this today was a big video, lots of stuff when it was gone over. I just want you guys to do a couple of things. I want you guys to go out and have a wonderful day. I want you guys to go do the thing that you've been putting off that's for you, for that mental health, because you are important, and I need you to know that, okay? I want you guys to go and take care of yourselves today. And I don't care. It doesn't have to be a big, large thing. It does not have to be a big production. For me, sometimes it's just stopping at my favorite coffee shop and getting, a 3 creams, 3 sugars. And that's good enough. I want you guys to take care, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, all right? See you later.